We share 98% of our DNA with them. But what truly lies within that remaining 2%?
Are they simply animals? Or are they something more? Something unsettlingly familiar?
Their intelligence is not just mimicry. It's invention, it's strategy, and sometimes it's warfare.
Deep within the forests of Tanzania lives our closest relative, a creature of profound complexity and startling intelligence.
For decades, we saw them as peaceful, simple beings. We observed their family bonds, their social structures.
But we were only scratching the surface. The first clue to their hidden depth was their hands.
Not just for climbing or walking, but for creating. The dawn of technology wasn't exclusively human.
They learned to use tools, a behavior passed down through generations, a culture of innovation.
They could modify objects from their environment, crafting them for a specific purpose. This was a monumental leap. A simple act, yet it demonstrates foresight, planning, and a deep understanding of cause and effect.
But their tool use doesn't stop at gathering food. It extends to something far more primal: hunting.
In Senegal, researchers witnessed something unprecedented, something that changed our understanding of chimpanzee capabilities forever.
They were observed making weapons, not just finding a stick, but fashioning it into a tool for killing.
They would break off the end and then chew it, creating a sharp, deadly point, a primitive spear. Their target, bush babies, small primates sleeping inside the hollows. The spear was the key to reaching them.
With a powerful jab, they would attack their prey inside its sanctuary. A truly shocking display of ingenuity.
This isn't just tool use. This is weapon manufacturing, a cognitive threshold we once thought was uniquely human.
If they can craft weapons, what other cognitive abilities have we underestimated? The answer lies in their memory.
Typically, a type of short-term memory so powerful, it can outperform our own. Welcome to the world of eidetic memory. At Kyoto University, a series of experiments revealed a stunning mental prowess that challenges human cognitive superiority.
For just a fifth of a second, the numbers appear. An impossible task for a human to memorize.
Task: touch the squares in the correct numerical order, based on that momentary flash of information. Without hesitation, it executes the sequence flawlessly, a stunning display of photographic memory that far surpasses human ability.
This cognitive power, this ability to process and retain information, is not just for games. It's for survival.
Even trained memory champions struggle. The chimpanzee's mind works on a different level. It sees the world in snapshots, a memory that allows them to map vast territories, remember fruit locations, and recognize hundreds of individuals, and to recognize friend from foe. This is where their intelligence takes a dark and terrifying turn.
In 1974, Jane Goodall witnessed the unthinkable, a behavior so brutal, so organized. She called it war, a systematic, brutal conflict between two neighboring communities of chimpanzees.
These weren't random acts of aggression. They were planned border patrols, organized raids into enemy territory.
Their goal, to find an isolated member of the rival faction, to catch them alone and vulnerable. The attack is a coordinated ambush, a brutal display of numerical superiority and strategic violence. The Gombe Chimpanzee War lasted 4 years. It was a campaign of annihilation, one male at a time.
The attackers would pin the victim down, biting, stomping, and twisting limbs. The goal was not just dominance, but extermination.
After the attack, they would erupt in a cacophony of celebration, a chilling display of their capacity for collective violence.
Over 4 years, the entire rival community was systematically eliminated. The territory.
Why do they do this? The reasons are unsettlingly human. Resources, territory, power.
It forces us to look in the mirror.
to question the origins of our own capacity for organized conflict.
Is this dark behavior a shared inheritance? A blueprint for violence encoded deep within our shared genetic past? The line between us and them is blurrier than we ever imagined. The question is, what else are they capable of?
Their intelligence is constantly on display. In subtle acts of cooperation and environmental manipulation, they create sponges from leaves to drink water from places they cannot otherwise reach. A simple solution to a complex problem.
Through play, they learn social rules, test their strength, and build alliances that will last a lifetime.
They are capable of empathy, of comforting one another in times of distress. A complex emotional landscape we are just beginning to map. Some have even learned human language, using signs to express complex thoughts, desires, and even emotions. But this same intelligence, this same social cohesion, has a terrifying flip side: empathy for kin and hostility for the other.
The other is not seen as a fellow chimpanzee, but as a rival to be eliminated, a threat to their territory.
The war was not a single battle, but a long, drawn-out campaign of territorial expansion through lethal force.
The violence wasn't limited to males. Females were also attacked, and their infants sometimes killed.
It is a chilling reminder that the drive for power and territory is not a human invention.
This dark side forces us to reconsider everything. Tool use, memory, empathy, they are all pieces of a larger puzzle.
For the researchers who first saw it, it was a profound shock. The noble savage was a myth.
They possess self-awareness. But what do they see when they look back at themselves? Do they see the potential for both good and evil? This is the paradox of the chimpanzee. A capacity for brutal violence coexists with profound tenderness and care.
Are they inherently good or evil? Or, like us, are they simply complex beings shaped by circumstance?
Their world is rich with knowledge, memory, and emotion. But how do they perceive their own existence?
As darkness falls, the forest transforms.
Every night, they build a new home in the trees, a fresh start. But the memories of the day remain.
That 98% we share is not just about intellect and family. It's also about territory, power, and war.
From creative tools to cognitive feats, their intelligence is undeniable. But so is their capacity for darkness.
There is still so much we don't know. Mysteries hidden deep within their complex societies and minds. They leave their mark on the world in ways both subtle and profound. A world we must strive to protect.
Their future and the secrets they still hold depend entirely on the survival of these forests.
Thank you for watching. Join us next time as we venture further into the wild unknown.
Their lives are not solely defined by conflict, but also by moments of quiet curiosity and wonder.
Within the troop, complex political alliances are formed and broken. Leadership is earned through both strength and cunning.
Tool use is not instinctual. It is a learned behavior, a culture passed down through observation and practice. Some behaviors remain a mystery. Are these ritual displays, a show of collective strength, or something else entirely?
Their capacity for compassion is as striking as their capacity for violence. They care for their own.
They can think ahead, planning multiple steps to achieve a goal, a sign of true, abstract thought.
In these fleeting moments, we see an echo of the path our own ancestors took millions of years ago.
They have a rich vocabulary of gestures, a silent language that helps maintain their complex social order.
In the grand theater of evolution, the story of the chimpanzee is a profound reflection of our own.
By studying them, we learn not only about the animal kingdom, but about the very essence of what it means to be human.
We are more alike than we dare to admit. The challenge is to embrace our shared light, not our shared darkness.
The forest keeps its secrets well, but with every observation, we get one step closer to the truth.
Our knowledge is built on the tireless dedication of researchers who spend decades in the wild, listening to their stories.